Hey kids, today we're looking at the books of Chronicles, not the Chronicles of Narnia or the Spiderwick Chronicles, the Chronicles of the Kings of Israel and Judah. Now in the Bible, these are two books, but we're going to be looking at both of them in one video because it originally was just one book. They split it later because of scroll length. Now this book is here to go over the content of Samuel and the Kings and David especially again. In the Jewish Bible, it actually comes at the end of the Old Testament. Chapters 1 through 9 are genealogies. Adam to Abraham, Abraham to Jacob, Jacob to David, and all the descendants of David. The whole book is very clearly David-centric, as is Samuel, and in its own way, kind of Kings through the sons of David. Then there are 20 straight chapters of David. Chapters 11 through 25 tell the whole story of King David from a slightly different perspective. Chapters 26 through 29 are more of David's actions as king and the passing of the throne to Solomon. Then in 2 Chronicles, chapters 1 through 9 is a retelling of the story of Solomon. You might be thinking, why is it like this? Why are they retelling the same stories? Well, this happens a bunch of times in the Bible. Moses retells the story of Exodus several times, as do the Psalms, like Psalm 78. It's a poetic retelling of the whole story of Israel. The genealogies are all new. There's also a bunch of new information about David, David's mighty men, David's charge to Solomon. There's even a lost psalm. Some people call it Psalm 151. Anyways, after the retelling of the story of Solomon, chapters 10 through 35 are a retelling of the narrative of the kings. But this time, it's only the kings from the southern kingdom. Why is it? Why is it like this? Why did they do it like this? Because the author of Chronicles wanted us to remember and make sure that we were looking at all of the kings, seeing that David was the king from God's own heart, and to wait for our forever king. That's Jesus Christ. And at the end of Chronicles, it's only 400 years until Jesus comes back. We see it very clearly promised in 1 Chronicles 17. It says, I will establish your throne forever. And then for the rest of Kings and the rest of Chronicles, it's like, is it this guy? Is it this guy? Is it this guy? No, it's not any of them, even though King Josiah was pretty great. The real true king is Jesus Christ the Lord, and he is returning very soon. So ultimately, the message of Chronicles really fits in with the way that we live our lives as Christians every day. We know the true king, Jesus Christ the Lord, and we live through him, for him, from him, and to him. Okay, let's do our overview portions together. You guys ready? Boys say the blue, all say the white, and girls say the red. Okay, ready? God's law, Genesis through Deuteronomy. Obey. God's nation, Joshua through Esther. Learn. God's wisdom, Job through Song of Solomon. Think. God's prophets, Isaiah through Malachi. Listen. God's Son, Matthew through John. Believe. God's church, Acts through Revelation. Go. And the whole thing, God's Word, the Bible, live. Kids, thanks for watching. We're going to keep going through the Bible in the next video.